Thank you guys for tuning in. We are discussing the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12, episode 16. Yeah, 16. What's the name? What's the name of this episode? In the name of charity. In the name of charity. So much went on this episode. In the season, hasn't the season gotten so much better now that Nene Leakes is on every single episode? Hasn't it gotten so much better? I think Bravo pulled the okie doke on y'all and had y'all thinking that lady was fired. That was the best promo ever to like keep her off a couple of episodes, create some buzz. Got Kenya out there saying the lady fired. Got Wendy calling saying, you know, Nene quit. All y'all, look, that just caused a ruckus and just showed Andy and Bravo how valuable that lady is to the franchise. Do you realize it's just crazy. Oh, shout out to TMC. He said, it's my birthday, so I came to show some love. This was such a good episode. Hey, Michelle, where is Phaedra? I hope, TMC, are you a girl or a guy? I can't tell from your name. But hey, TMC, thank you so very much. I did see Nene on Watch What Happens Live, but we ain't getting into that yet. We might get into that when we start taking the calls. But right now, we on this episode. Now, you know, the episode started oddly enough with Eva Marcel, you know, going into her baby shower, you know, that is hosted by her new BFF, Cynthia Bailey. Now, I told y'all last week and the week before that it was also stunts and shows when Eva and Cynthia left Nene's leopard brunch. But y'all was like, oh no, you know, you don't know, she's pregnant, things like that happen, and I get it, but Eva was using that for her story because she don't have no story. We know Eva doesn't have a story, but it's all good. We love Eva anyway because she pretty and she can lie, and we can go back and flashbacks and we can catch her in her lies. But I digress. But Eva, this week, you know, it's her, you know, baby shower. You see, she ain't had that dang baby yet. The shade of it all is that she's having it at a friend's house. And Nene gets on her confessional and it's like, we've never been to Eva house. Hell, we don't even know where she lives. She goes from house to house, to box to box. Nobody knows. And like Eva said, what does it matter? What does it matter that y'all don't know where Eva lives? Because at the end of the day, Eva says she is living her dreams, not above her means. So if she got to rent a house in Eastlake, if she got to rent a house in Buckhead, if she got to rent an apartment every now and then, it's okay. She's saving her coins. She's saving her coins. She got all them kids to raise. She does not have to spend these $1 million on these houses like Cynthia and Nene. Well, Cynthia's house didn't cost $1 million. Like Nene and Portia and them. Somebody said in the project, she don't live in the projects. I'm sure she got a nice rental property. I'm sure I got some rental properties Eva can come get. But anyway, I digress. Y'all see I got my pajamas on, child, because I was getting ready for bed. I'm like, I'm not going to let these people curse me out now one more night. I'm going to come up here and sniffle and sneeze and sound like Kermit the Frog and everything while I'm talking. But let me finish. So, you know, that was the shade of that. But can we talk for a second about all the fashions at Eva's baby shower? Like, it was a sunflower themed baby shower and everybody had they flower crowns on. It was cute. It was flower child, you know, and I think everybody was, I didn't like what Candy had on now. I don't, you know, Candy took it to be hippie-ish. You know, I get it. Candy wanted the hippie. She got her little crochet thing on it. But everybody else got flowers and stuff. So I think Candy kind of missed the mark on that one. But it's okay, Candy. You was close. So Eva got like sunflowers on. So when they said flower child, they was meaning like sunflowers and everything. So, you know, it's cute. It's all cute. Shout out to Freddie O, photographer Freddie O, for taking all the pictures. Oops. And speaking of Candy, let's get the, since Candy, you know, interprets dress in other ways. This is what Candy's idea of a stud. Okay, Candy's idea of a stud is no makeup, you know, pull your weave back or whatever, wear your daddy's jacket with a tight shirt hold on. That is Candy's idea of a stud. You know, a couple of weeks ago, Candy told her husband Todd that she was interested in acting, even though, you know, she's expanding her family. And Todd was like, you know, go ahead, get them coins. You know, we got enough support around here. So, you know, Candy is following her dreams. You know, she was going to be on the shot. So she's, you know, practicing on how to, you know, exude masculine energy. Her staff seems to think she already masculine. Doug Wood says she masculine. She exudes masculine energy. Jamie says she exudes masculine energy. Then they start talking about, remember when you was on that skate wearing ties and stuff? So, you know, it was like, whatever, child. But I was looking at Candy like, okay, Candy, I see you, I guess, child. But Candy, it was another shot of Candy if I have it in here. I don't know if I have it in here, though. It was another shot. There it is. Candy had on boots and everything, child. This is Candy's idea of what being a stud looks like. And I guess, because, you know, I don't know. I thought there are, you know, people can have on makeup and be a stud. Candy took off all her makeup, child. Showed y'all everything. Candy is a great actress. Remember her play? Yes, James Hudson. I went to her play. I supported Candy. You know, I always support all the housewives' endeavors. A Mother's Love. Shout out to Candy and A Mother's Love. It went debunked after a few runs, but it was cute or whatever. Let me see who else. What else had happened? Oh, Kenya and Cynthia. You know, I want to say I would have fast forward through it, but, you know, I just thought the hypocrisy of Kenya giving Cynthia relationship advice, that was a kiki in itself. So Kenya, you know, goes over to Lake Bailey. Cynthia telling her everything that's going on between her and Mike Hill, Mike and Mark. I always get them mixed up. Let me take off my ring because I know y'all say I be hitting the table. But apparently, you know, Cynthia's telling Kenya they don't communicate and she don't know what to do, you know, what's going on, and he's cheated several times before. And then Kenya was like, if he cheats, he'll steal. If he steal, he'll kill, you know, whatever the phrase goes. But I'm like, Kenya, like, are you serious? Like, you do not have a good run with men. Like, Nene shaded her tonight and said all Ken's men are gone with the wind. Like, Cynthia, you need to ask somebody else for some advice about men. Hell, ask Marlo, because she seemed to be doing okay, even though we don't see him. But I digress. What else? That was a bit all over the place. Now, as far as Kenya is concerned, we did see her interaction with Mark Daly. Kenya, you know, I guess she went out to get her husband an outfit for his charity events. She went to Gucci, bought him a couple of ties. You know, he got like 3 pair of pants, you know, that they keep hung up in the closet just because, just in case cameraman might go in there or something. But, you know, he needed an outfit to wear, and you know, Kenya said that her man expects her to dress him from the bottom up. She bought him socks and everything, and Mike, throughout everything that Kenya put out, Mark only liked the socks. Mark was like, the socks are cute, whatever. And then when Kenya pulls her dress out, Mark is the typical man. Mark is like, you wearing that? Is that what you wearing? And Kenya was like, yes, it's sparkly, you know, I like it. And Mark, no, you can tell Mark was not feeling Kenya's outfit, but, you know, he was like, whatever, child, you gotta wear that, I don't. So he just let it roll. He said, Mark is a paid actor and can't tell me otherwise. C. Patterson, I don't know if he a paid actor, but he might be a paid husband, but that's besides the point. That is beside the point. But it was very awkward and cringe-worthy. All of their scenes, like, you like, what is really going on with this situation? That being said, Mark's event seemed to be, you know, great. You know, when it started, Mark arrives without Kenya, which is interesting because most men, you know, they come with their wives in tow. Mark was there first. I guess he had to get everything together. Cynthia and Mike Hill arrive, and Mark pretty much ignores them, you know, and they just sitting there like smiling like 2 mannequins until he chooses to say hello. What else had happened at the dang celebrate? Hold on, I got some pictures of that too in here. That's Candy. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. And so Kenya wants to bounce around from table to table, I guess making sure everything is, in place. Like, this is Mark's event. This isn't Kenya's event, but I guess she wants to be the Mrs. and she wants to, impress people. This is their first event together as a couple, so Kenya has to make sure that she's Mrs. Daly. Got to introduce herself as Mrs. Daly. Mark was heard by the actual co-host of the event. Asked Mark, how do you like this ride of marriage? And Mark said, I hate it. Everybody knows that. And I don't know if it was editing or not, but we heard the question and we heard his answer. Mark hates marriage. And if it's any indication of the way he's been treating her, we know he hates marriage, or he hates pretending to be married, or whatever the case may be. That being said, there's some other things that was going on. Oh, Marlo came with her 2 nephews. Shout out to Marlo Hampton for, stepping in as a mom to raise her 2 nephews in light of her sister's situation. Now, the event was for Men's Lab, where they will be mentoring young men. And, Marlo was under the impression that she had her own table. Apparently when she got there, Kenya had her sitting with some people she didn't know. And, that was interesting too, because Tanya came solo, because, her husband don't even want no parts of Kenya Moore, because we see what Kenya Moore is up to. So Tanya came solo, and Kenya wouldn't even let Tanya sit with Portia and Dennis, because she trying to say, since Shamia didn't come, somebody else got the seat. And it was crazy to me, because Kenya was really acting miserable. Like, she was trying to make everybody's life hell. Like, even though Shamia wasn't there, Tanya couldn't sit there. I want you to sit where I told you to sit. Marlo being put in the back at somebody's table she don't know. Marlo was like, bump this, I'm leaving. So she starts to leave. But clearly, producers didn't want her to leave, because producers sent Cynthia and everybody else up to talk to Marlo to see what was going on. Marlo was like, well, I'm not sitting with people I don't know. So when she talks to Mark, Mark was like, no, we got you sitting with Nene. Mark didn't know. Mark didn't care. It didn't matter. So she comes back. I guess she takes her seat or whatever. Kenya feeling some kind of way, telling Candy, oh, these women are so entitled. These women are so nasty. They just, I hate them. I don't understand what's going on. Marlo, she should be happy that she was even invited. She's here on a free ticket. She didn't spend any money. Where's her $750? Just commiserating to Candy, and Candy sitting there giggling like she always does. And then Kenya turns around and Mark is saying, oh, isn't it great that Marlo brought her nephews? I think that is a wonderful thing. Like, it was like, oh, he just socked her in the face with that one. It was so great. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, how are y'all, laughing and giggling at Kenya being treated like crap by her husband? But think about all the people that Kenya has, treated crap, So these next couple of episodes, we saw the premiere of, before they go to Greece, when Cynthia and Candy, who are, in a little alliance with Kenya, telling everybody to take it easy on Kenya. She's announced for divorce, and then Nene was like, she didn't take it easy on nobody else. Ain't nobody taking it easy on her. What are you talking about? But I digress. I'm skipping all the way around. But what about when Mark was caught, by the producers saying, this is the last time y'all are going to see me. Y'all need to cut these cameras. It's done. It's over. Stop it. And, it's probably the last time we're going to see him, because immediately following that was when they issued their joint statements for divorce. And we covered that, over here, over on Straight from the A. I already told y'all, don't expect to see any divorce papers, because we never saw any marriage documents. Nobody believes that these two are married. I have said it from the very beginning that it is fake and fraudulent. Everything Kenya does is fake and fraudulent. I honestly believe that they have, that he's her sperm donor. But I'm not going to get into that. Did Kenya get a haircut? No, I think she got on one of Marlo's wigs. Marlo said she was missing one. Her hair is pretty short. Kenya says she does not wear wigs, but she was wearing one that night. But again, I digress, child. Shout out to Just Lovely for the question. But I appreciate y'all listening to my recap. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and visit Straight from the A to watch the full episode.